Okay. Okay. How you guys doing? Apologize for that. Hold on. Ooh. Let's get a little bit of little quiet in here. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's well on their end, as always. Uh, Today had a really good day today, guys. I'm just enjoying my time off. Today's my day off, so your outfit has to get relaxed. And some good news came out of today. Um, the new trailer for the Halloween movie looks badass. Hey, Miss Jamie Lee Curtis looking dope. I okay. What else we can't what else we saw new images for the Captain Marvel movie and spot on, beautiful. Loved every minute of seeing some of those pictures. Seeing Miss Larson in the blue, yellow, and red costume looked great. Seeing the scrolls, yeah, those was dope. The scrolls was dope. They look legit, straight out of the comic. Now we get to see who Miss Lynch is playing. She's playing Monica Rambeau's mother. So maybe in the future we will see Monica in the movies. Her mother's name is Maria, for all those who know. And from what I've read is that she is um, Carol's oldest and best friend. And you see her hashtag it. Her tag is photon, so that's cool. Wink, wink, nod. And we saw a little bit more of the Kree squad prior to this. We saw Ronan, Korath, all those characters. It was great. But the scrolls was really I wanted to see the scrolls, and we got to see the scrolls a little bit. Uh, we saw a young Nick Fury, which they made Sam Jackson look a little bit younger. Same thing they did for Michael Douglas and Ant Man. They did for him. Um, and yeah, that was good stuff right there. Let's see what else. I finally sat down today and watched the movie Birth of a Dragon, which was is kind of a biop of Bruce Lee when he fought Shaolin Master Wing Man. I actually enjoyed it. It was not bad. It was not bad at all. The actor who played um, Bruce Lee in that movie, Philip Young, he did a good job. And every time I kept looking, I'm like, yo, I see Shang-Chi. I see Shang-Chi. Like, it was crazy. So it was really good to sit down and watch that for the first time. It came on. I was like, oh, this is that Bruce Lee movie, and I finally got to sit down and watch it. But other than that, how's everybody doing? I apologize, but I hope everybody's well as always. So let me see what's going on in the questions. Let me see. Come on, damn it. I hope everybody's well. So let me see what's going on. Okay. What the hell? Give me my questions. Let's see. Aha, there we go. Damn it. There we go. I got him. I got him. Shit. What the fuck? Okay. Hold on. Give me them. Twist, twist, twist. Oh, my screen ain't on. Okay. Rotate. Okay. Let's see. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get these damn questions. Aha! Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so what we got here? Okay, we got Marion. Okay, we got pack members sign off. Okay, we got Sinquan, Marion, Darth, Omnitron, Travis. Who else is here? Perry. Pretty much the usual pack members are here. So let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God. Okay. So we have the wife in tow. Okay. Um. Hello, Mrs. Omnitron. I guess I could say that, right? Um, your husband's a good dude. Always comes by. He's a pack member. You want to be welcome to the pack, so I will graciously welcome you to the pack. Um, if you hear background, I'm watching. I was watching The Medallion with Jackie Chan, so it's still playing. Sorry, I don't feel like turning it off. Let's see what's good. Okay, watching the Mae Young Classic. I'll be watching that after when the first goes up. Don't worry about it. No spoilers on that, please. All right. Okay, promise. What are your thoughts on the? Just talked about. I just talked about the Captain Marvel. I thought the crew in the green suits looked like Green Lantern. Cool. No, that's actually paying homage to Kree soldiers. If you know anything about the comics, you look at the Kree, their uniforms, their soldiers. They have that white, maroon, greenish maroon color. So yeah, that's paying homage to the original. We did get to see Jude Law in there, so it was great. Um, yeah, yeah, something. Okay, let's see. I like green and white office now. Okay. Uh, did you hear that Jason Aaron's is writing Conan the Barbarian for? Yes, I did. I was going to do a video on it, but I totally forgot about it. But I congratulated him at all the creative teams on Twitter about it. Mr. Aaron's has been wanting to write Conan for a long time, and he's the perfect. He's almost the only guy I can think of right now that could write that character and do him justice. For all the guys who don't know, Conan is returning. Um, it's been over Jesus Christ. It's been over 40 years I think since Conan's been with Marvel. He started in the '70s, and so, but the license is going back to Marvel. Dark Horse did a great job. I'm not downplaying anything Dark Horse has written Conan because I'm pretty much read it all. Dark Horse did their thing with Conan. Not even going to deny that. So it was really good to see. But Jason Aaron's, he's going to kill it. I think he's going to do a great job. I like what he does with Thor. Anything that man touches, I'm reading. So he 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 is a good blend. He knows how to blend old school with new school. The way he wrote Doctor Strange was almost on that Steve Ditko like level. The way old Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, like, that's how good he was. So yeah. Uh, okay, did you watch the Adventure Time finale? No, I did not watch the Adventure Time finale. I thought it was. I heard some things about it, so it was cool. Wife wants to know which do you prefer, vampires or werewolves? Well, Mrs. Omnitron, werewolves. I'm more of a wolf guy than a vampire guy. Um, and if I was a werewolf, I hope I would be one of those werewolves that can know that I'm about to transform. I can control the transformation somewhat. I can't be a vampire. I can't live a life where I am constantly feeding on an innocent person for my sustenance. If I was a vampire, then I'd be doing the angel ordeal, drinking pig's blood, or going to get some rats and stuff in the sewer to live off of. I'm not killing nobody. Becky Lynch is in the right. Stone Cold Becky Lynch. Boss. Loving her. That's my queen right there. Uh, can't wait till tomorrow for Spider-Man 4 to come out. Actually, it comes out the 7th. Um, not the 6th. Depending on you, maybe I forget Perry. You're overseas, so I keep forgetting that. Sorry. Favorite vampire werewolf character mine is Saberwolf from Killer Instinct and Count Dracula. Favorite vampire, uh, D from Vampire Hunter D. There you go. Blade. He's a vampire. He's a half vampire. Alucard from Helsing. Uh, Werewolf. John Talbot from Darkstalkers. People like that. Are you more hyped for the Red Dead Redemption 2 or Cyberpunk 2077? Um, I Red Dead Redemption always gonna be close to me because of the fact that um, I love the original. I love the original. Yeah, it was campy. It felt like the campy old westerns that our parents grew up watching, but it was still fun. I enjoyed it. And then Red Dead Redemption came out when it was first when it was called Red Dead Revolver. Then it became Red Dead Redemption. Great. Both of them still had a pretty good, legit story to them. This one looks like it's going to continue. But I'm not going to deny that Cyberpunk, seeing more gameplay of it, I'm like, yo, this is legit. I like it. Have you watched Deadpool 2, the dope, super dope cut? No, I haven't. I haven't watched it. The worst thing finding in Phantom is shipping. Sometimes, depends. Uh, I heard that Ray Fiennes wants to play Charles Xavier in the MCU. Do you think that would be a good casting? Well, right. Who played Voldemort? He wants to play Professor Xavier in the MCU. Hmm. Ray Fiennes is a really talented actor. I think, you know, I wouldn't mind, but as y'all are, I'm sure y'all heard it already that Marvel and Wesley Snipes is in talks with, with each other about bringing Blade. They got two projects with Blade and him to come back as Blade. I wouldn't mind James McAvoy coming over to the MCU if they can't. He's like one of the few actors I wouldn't mind coming over to as a character already played. Everybody else pretty much can stay. I would love to get Hugh, but if they need to find a new Wolverine, that's fine. Um, Cast older actors too, not younger actors. I'm just trying to. Did you hear that there's a character in? Yeah, Talos. He's the leader of the Skrulls. He's in disguise as a Shield agent. Yeah, yeah. He's a legit character. He's not fake. He's real. Um, let's see. Mm, yep. Okay. Mm, I like how they're doing Ronan and Captain Marvel. Yeah, this time should give Ronan a little bit more legitimacy or redemption for what he did in how he was in in Guardians. Is that styrofoam fuse superhero in the background of here? No, you hear the medallion, Jackie Chan. How would you fix Cartoon Network? How would I fix Cartoon Network? The most legitimate thing is bring it back true to what it was. It was the network for cartoons, original cartoons, old school cartoons. So I would have a block for each. For example, here's one thing I do: mornings from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's for your little kids. You'll do that. That's for your little kids. 12. Your older kids, maybe 7 to 10 up. 2 o'clock. Toonami runs from 2 to 5 o'clock. There you go. Bring Toonami back, and then your other stuff. But no live action stuff. No nothing like that. That's what I do. And also Saturdays there would be a block for anime. So like how remember how Sci-Fi Channel used to do anime on Saturday? Or something like that. That'd be cool. Um, Marion, what do you think makes the creatures and entities like Gary? Would you want to run into Kaluthu or somebody like that underwater? I wouldn't. Just the thought of that is just scary. Am I the only one who finds it ironic that next year there are going to be two Captain Marvel movies competing against each other? Nope. and I hope they both do well. They're different movies. What I'm loving about the Marvel's Captain Marvel movies, they're not doing the origin. It's already been stated. Carol will already have her powers in the beginning of the movie, so no origins here. That's cool. I like that. And with the Captain Marvel movie for DC, I'm looking forward to that. You guys don't know how many times, how often I watch that trailer. I watch that trailer almost every day because I love the trailer. I can't wait till the next trailer comes out. See what they show. Um, the wife says she digs the Ali poster. Oh yeah, that's one of my mentors right there, Mr. John. Of course, gotta have him up there. I would put Bruce Lee somewhere, but I gotta find room for him. Um, let's see. Darth Primus. Speaking of Captain Marvel, what kind of role do you think Ronan and Karth will have? They are gonna be. He's gonna be like the captain of like the military group that Carol will be a part of along with Korath. Um, think of them like the Kree Marines, the Marines of the Kree. That's pretty much what's going to happen. Henry Cavill was casted. Yes, he is. Henry Cavill has been teasing and he has been saying all the time that he wants to play the main one of the main characters in The Witcher, and he's going to play that character. So big ups to Henry Cavill in it. It's going to be on Netflix. So yeah, cool. That's really cool. Matter of fact, speaking of Netflix, I finally finished watching season 7 of Voltron. I'll have my overview up soon. I loved it. It's been great. Mary, most underrated vampire and werewolf movie. Underrated werewolf movie? I say Dog Soldiers. Not a lot of people know about Dog Soldiers. And I remember my good friend Deadpoolzilla told me about it the first time. We were talking one time. We were on, I think we were on Skype, talking. Yeah, and he was just like, "Chris, have you ever seen Dog Soldiers?" I'm like, "What's that?" And he said, "Whenever it comes on, it's a werewolf movie." And I was like, "Okay." Watched it. Came on Showtime one time, and I watched it, and I was like, "Yo, this is really good." Even to I was like, "Yo, these werewolves are huge." Um, and I recognized one of the voices, the actors, and I'm like, "That voice sounds familiar." And I was like, "Soap, Soap from Call of Duty. I know that voice." I was like, "Yeah." Vampire movie. I don't know. I really don't know. I, I don't know. I won't say Lost Boys because everybody loves the Lost Boys, right? Uh, I'm a child of the '80s, man. So shoot, I love that movie. I'm just, how pumped are you for Jeff Johns' Captain Marvel series? I'm looking forward to it. Let's see where he goes. I'm looking forward to the new Outsiders series too. Um, that's a nice team right there for the Outsiders. So I like that too. Also, since I just said that, the wife wants to know what the big deal with the Captain Marvel, even if I've explained it like 4 times. Okay, okay, Mrs. Tron. Here's the reason why I won't call him by that S name, because his name is Captain Marvel, Billy Batson. When he says Shazam, and he turns into his superpowered self, the wizard's name is Shazam. Okay, so when he calls upon the power of the wizard, so imagine this. Let's say, for example, let's say you got saved by Billy as the captain, and you ask, "Oh, thank you so much. What's your name? Who are you?" And what does he say? That S name. Thunderbolt comes down. You find out that he's nothing more than a 10-year-old, 8-year-old boy. His secret identity's blown right there. It's stupid that he's called that. I've always felt like DC needs to give him, call him Captain Thunder or something. I don't care. Just not that name. It's stupid. Your husband will explain more to it. Like I'm just saying. It's okay. Okay, the wife says she's a Frankenstein girl, same as me. I like Frankenstein too. I've always enjoyed, I think for me, you read the book first, then you saw the movie. A lot of those things, I read the book first, and then I watched the movies. And sometimes you got to be careful with that because there are a lot of people that be like, well, the book was better than the movie. You hear that a lot with the Harry Potter stuff. I got a coworker that's like that. He's like, the books were much better than the movies. I never read the books for Harry Potter. I just watched the movies. So there are times where I go to him and I'm say, "Yo, Francisco, is that Howard like remember the scene with the spiders? They had a bigger role in the books from what my friend Francisco says. Okay. Also, wife says you can call her Lynn. Okay. But Duchess, Sean is fine too. Like, all right, Duchess. I will call you also. You're another one of my Omegas. How about that? Apparently, Dave Bautista doesn't want to work with Disney anymore after the James Gunn fall. Yeah, he said that he was willing to still work, but he was still willing to work if they still use James Gunn's script. But it seems like they're scrapping the whole thing and starting over. So we might get a new actor to play Drax. We've seen this before with Terrence Howard and you know Don Cheadle. And as far as I'm concerned, Don Cheadle should have been Rhodey from the get go. Then crybaby Terrence. Are you gonna watch The Predator? Of course. I love The Predator. It's one of my favorite movie aliens. Of course, I love the Yautja. Um, let's see. Just make sure I get everybody. I don't want to mess up anybody. Let's see. What's up? Okay, are you? Hey, hi, Chris. Asia Robertson. Hi, Asia. How you doing? I heard rumor that Devil May Cry 5 is going to have some Darkstalker Easter eggs. Really? Ooh, that's interesting. Can't wait to that too. I can't wait to see that. Let's see. If you, Marion asks me, if you had to write Michael Myers, would you explain how he can take punishment like getting shot, stabbed multiple times, and not die, or would you just keep it a mystery? Keep it a mystery. You keep it a mystery. That's the beauty part of what makes a character fun. Is a little mystery helps. That's why I don't really care about this Joker origin movie. It's like I don't want to know what he like. What was he like back before he fell in the vat of acid or whatever? Like, keep his origin a mystery. That's the best thing. You know, the wife says that given how Blade movies went, they can easily slip them into the war without much difficult. Yes, they can. I was actually talking about when I posted this on my Facebook. I actually there was a friend of mine. I don't know if he's here tonight. You probably saw him. You see him around. Comic Freak X Sean. He basically acts like he's scared because how would you explain vampires in the MCU? And go back to Blade One. What were they, Deacon Frost and all them talking about the vampire elders? We've been at war secretly. It's been secret from the outside world. That's the easiest way to explain where vampires, why you don't see vampires a lot, or what's going on secretly. They're at war, and Blade is the one who's been keeping it secret. I remember he said that in a comic too to Eliza Bloodstone, where she was talking about how vampires are nothing. I'm a monster hunter. Blah 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 blah. And Blade just said, "You're welcome for that. Like you don't see a lot of vampires anymore." And he's like, "You're welcome for that, because that's my doing. I did that." So yeah, that'd be great. They also talking about maybe introducing Blade's daughter. Remember, there was supposed to be a comic that was supposed to come out, and Blade was supposed to have a daughter, kind of give like a Buffy the Vampire like Slayer vibe to it. That'd be kind of interesting. But yeah, it's very easy to bring that in without like going into a real backstory. Like yeah, it's been secret, and only maybe a few people know about it that vampires exist. And if that works, then let's go with let's go with Werewolf by Night. People like that. Be cool. Let's see. Hey Chris, do you think this is from Nathan Banks? Hey Chris, do you think today's WWE there's too much content? We have the Mayhem Classic going on today, Hell in the Cell, Super Showdown in Australia, and Evolution. Yeah, we do. It's just a lot of wrestling, period. And you're starting to see with WWE, you're starting to see with all that content now, other promotions have to step up and bring more of their content out. Which just in terms of WWE, yeah, there's a lot of they got this, they got that, they got the network, so they're putting this stuff on the network. I don't think you know this whole big event that's going down in Australia. No offense to my Aussie wrestling fans and my Aussie Pack members, but it's like, do we really need a big super show like that? The Evolution, I'm fine with. That's great. A pay per view just with for the females. That's great. You know, I watch female promotions like Shimmer, all female, great shit. Shine, great. These are Shimmer is Illinois based indie company, and Shine is I think in Florida. Uh, so yeah, but yeah, there is a lot of content, Nathan. It is, and sometimes you forget. But as a wrestling fan, I try to know what you want to watch. Don't watch everything. If you hear people talk about it, then maybe you give it a shot. But I don't do wrestling podcasts though. I have a lot of respect for those guys because they try to watch everything, and they talk about it on their podcast. But for me, it's like I pick what I want to watch. Like I said, I've been a wrestling fan since I was 5, so it's hard to get rid of it. What is your favorite interpretation of Hercules? Um, Always a fan of the original, the myth, but I think personally, me, Marvel's interpretation is great. DC's is a dick. Well, the first time, yeah, he was because he was proud of certain things prior to the New 52. He was proud of the things I remember he was him and Diana fought, and he was proud to say like he was proud that raped her sisters, her fellow Amazons. I'm like, yo, this dude is what the hell's wrong with you? But with lately, but in the prior now, Hercules was killed, and he like left um, Diana all this stuff that he had because technically she and him are siblings now, because Diana is his daughter to Zeus. So yeah. Um, Asia Robinson, did you see Logan Paul and Kesaj fight? No, don't care. Sorry. Um, if you hire Predator to hunt someone, who would it be? Donald Trump, definitely. Oh God, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Eliza. No, no. uh, I no, I can't. I can't do that. Uh, Duchess is on here, and I say the best way to fix Cartoon Network is stop airing Teen Titans Go. Oh my God, I love your wife. I love your wife. I love your wife. She gets it too sweet for that. That's a too sweet. Thank you God. Somebody else that gets it. Okay. Dark Primus. Do you think the Dark Phoenix movie will be canceled because there hasn't been? No, it's not been canceled. Dark Phoenix, New Mutants. Those are the last movies for Fox before the deal will be complete. Remember, the deal begins after the next Avengers movie. What do you think of the reboot? What do you think of the reboot Teen Titans? What do you think? Oh yeah, I heard that. Yeah, they're supposed to be bringing back the, I guess the old cartoon. That's fine. I'm cool with it. Did you see All In? No, I didn't. But I heard good things about it. I saw Ray Mysterio's outfit. He looked like Wolverine there. That was cool. Because I follow him on Instagram. Marion, what do you think of the upcoming Lovecraft game, The Sinking City? Is that? That's not the. No, I didn't see that. That's not the one I saw. Don't know because apparently the Star Force is going to be based on the Shi'ar Imperial Guard. Somewhat, yeah. I see that too. Fake Nikes outrage. Yeah, I whatever. Do you like regular show because you remind so much of the '80s? Yeah, I love regular show. I love regular show. I love that show. Some of my favorite episodes is um yeah, I'm GBF. It doesn't stand for Giant Big Head. It stands for Garrett Bobby Ferguson. You know, that's my episode. Um, my other favorite episodes where the TV was broken. They were playing like this Double Dragon s like game, and they got to the hammer, and nobody beats the hammer, and they did beat him. There was some episode like that. The episode where Pops snuck to go to a wrestling match that was great. Um, the where Rigby and Mordecai they had a date with they had a not a date they had a bet with Margaret and Marceline, and basically the they can try to get a girl's number before then. That was so funny. Those episodes are funny. He loves his '80s. Yeah, I love my '80s. Don't first. Okay, yes, I'm a child of the '80s. I'm very kind of overprotective of my era, but I love the '90s too. Don't get it twisted. There were a lot of good things from the '90s that I love, and but yes, I'm a child of the '80s. Those things matter to me. Those movies, those artists, those songs. Matter of fact, hold on, I'll let you see something. Ah, there you go. This is my buddy. I've had him since I was 8, and he's from the '80s too. Muncher, say what's up. Don't be rude. Say hi. See, stop being lazy. Here, there you go. Wave. Stop being lazy. You big. Why are you being lazy? Stop. Get out of here. Go on. Go back. Oh, so now you're gonna fall on me, right? Okay. Here, there you go. Lay down. He's crazy. He's crazy. Um, let's see. How much go? Duchess here. Okay. And I hope the third movie has the Imperial Guard in it, since I really doubt Dark Phoenix will do them justice. Ooh. Somebody asked me once. Somebody asked me not too long ago on Instagram um, about when the X Men do come over to the because they are coming. It's not like they aren't. Um, what the heck? uh, sorry. The Marvel. Somebody asked me. Okay, so if when they introduce the X Men in the MCU, what who do you want on the team? And honestly, I told them straight up, and this is my true honest belief: keep Wolverine off the team. Don't put him on the team until maybe the second movie or so. Have the original five: Scott, Gene, Bobby, Hank, Warren. You want to add two more or three more? Add Alex, Havoc, and Lorna, and somebody else, or that's it. But then you keep Wolverine off, let him do his own thing, because that's my biggest problem with the Fox movies in general is that they went with the more popular characters from the get go when they should have not. I didn't like how they did that lineup. I want the original, first class, the original first class. And if you want to go with the the secret uh, team that was sent to save the X-Men. Darwin and Vulcan and all them. Okay, you can do that later. But yeah, I'm a '90s kid. Me too. Okay, actually '95. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. Um, let's see. I forgot to mention the mix announce. Yeah, I don't watch all that. I'm not really caring about the mix match challenge because that does it. It's not canon. It's not. Hello, it's me, Raccoon Reacts. Hello. Um, okay. Using a different account. Oh, Breezy. Okay. I think DC should have Billy called Captain Thunder as well. That way, Marvel won't sue them for using Captain Marvel's name. Yeah. How do you feel about Henry Cavill? It may not be Superman anymore. No, I haven't heard anything about him being Superman. The only person that may be bowing out from being a character for DC is Ben Affleck as Batman. He's going through some tough times. He just went back into rehab because I think he's a heavy drinker. Stay off the booze, man. Know your limit. Um, and that's costing the Warner Brothers a lot. So yeah, may not see him as Batman anymore. Um, the wife says a good name for Billy Batson would be the Captain if they can't call him Captain Marvel. I can go with that. Captain America used it when he stopped being Captain America and he just was calling himself the Captain. Um, you still gonna react to '80s Yeah, like I said, when I get my computer back. So don't worry about it. Duchess here. Okay. As a post OP trans woman, okay, I have to ask: do you think there needs to be more trans heroes or comic characters in general of that nature? Like, there's a comic series by Paul Jenkins. Oh my God, I'm reading. It's a transgender main character in it. Oh, what's the name of that book? I was reading it too, and I like it. Damn it. Paul Jenkins writes it. Shoot. Oh man, what is it called? Ah, I gotta look it up. Okay, we're gonna look this up. I know it's a Paul Jenkins comic. What is it called? Let's see. It's called some. Damn it. I know the book. It's something. All right, hold on. We gonna find this. Ah, Paul Jenkins. I can't remember what he. Man, what is this? Yeah. Okay. Alters. Yeah. In 2016, he created the transgender hero. Her name is Charlize. Charlene. Yeah. It's the comic book's called Alter, but do we need more? Should we have more? Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. First of all, what I hate is they're doing it. They doing this stuff for just a cause. If you're just doing it for a cause in some way, that's cool. But is it going to have a lasting effect? The fact that we're starting to see a lot more gay characters now, it's fine. I have no problem with that. When North Star, the first character really to come out and admit that he's gay, North Star from Alpha Flight X-Men, when he admitted that he was gay, I was like, okay, no problem. You know, Batwoman about to debut on Arrow. Then, if everything goes well, get her own series. Great, I love her. Um, there are a lot of gay characters, but do we need more transgender characters? I'm cool with that. Let's do it. Create them. You have new creators come out, hit them out. Let's do it. But do it for the right reasons. Don't do it just to say, "Oh, hey, I did it." Yeah. No, do it for the right reasons. That's my motto. That's always been my motto. Um, let's see. Okay. Marion, you keep asking the same questions for me. I've answered all these questions before. Before. Thoughts on the Hellboy reboot? I'm looking forward to that. Um, Being more legit and more true to the source material. I like that. Did you hear that the Superman movie is going to be re-released for the fourth? Yeah, I heard that. That is so cool. Do you think there's need to be more? Do you think there needs to be more pro wrestling anime? Tiger Mask W is fantastic, but yeah, that's about it. Um, I would love to see that. I would love to see more more animes that are based off of wrestling. They had a lot of them back in the '90s. I have a few of them on. There was one called Ayana High Kick. She wanted to be a wrestler, but she was trained to be a kickboxer, which of course Ultimate Muscle. Excuse me. Yeah, I heard of Tiger Mask. I have not watched it, but I think they have it on Netflix, so I'm gonna watch it there. But yeah, I would love to see that. You know, we're seeing more boxing. Animes. I'm a big Hachi no Ippo fan, so I'm you know, ta- ta- tum, tum. That's my joint right there. So yeah, yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. Um, because J- Japan is just as much wrestling fan as anybody. So yeah. The thing about Hercules is Marvel and DC and is that they both are playing like really old fashioned ancient heroes who, if you put them in modern, they wouldn't be that heroic. Um, yes, but I also have liked how Marvel has done Hercules, who has looked at his flaws and what he did wrong, and he's trying to make up for that. The way they were doing it was like putting that he's the first hero. The heroes of Marvel, they they are his predecessors. No, successors. Excuse me. So yeah, if you were to make a new Godzilla, how would you do it? How would you go about doing it? I've answered this question a lot of times. The same. This is another one I get asked a lot. I think Marion, you asked me this before, and I've said I wouldn't change too much because I don't like change. Sometimes change is not needed for something, a character who's been around for so long and has lasted the test of time. There's nothing wrong with that guy back there, or that kaiju back there. It's fine. Marvel's Heavy is willing to learn and adapt to modern times. The DC won't. Yep. Galactus Girl. I think the best way to fix continuity is to bring back the classic Hanna Barbera cartoons. Yeah, but see that would no, because when you think about it, it doesn't rectify Boomerang. Not everybody has Boomerang. I have Boomerang. I don't know everybody's cable provider, but there's some cable providers that don't will not run Boomerang. Um, but now Boomerang is becoming. You're seeing more of the classic Cartoon Network shows like Foster's, Kids Next Doors. Yeah, I don't really consider those old school because some of them are not even 10 years old yet. Some not. So I'm like, yeah, that's. But it'd be great to see. It would be great to see a lot of the old school. Like I said, nothing beats the classics. When it comes to like the Flintstones, I'd rather watch the originals than these new ones that are coming out with the WWE and stuff. Like, no. Jetsons, the same thing. Scooby Doo. I liked the new incarnations of Scooby Doo, some of them, but give me the original up till when Don Messick was still voicing the character. When Don Messick stopped voicing the character because he passed away, and Frank Welker started voicing the character, I stopped watching because I'm like, that's not Scooby to me. That's not. That's Megatron acting like Scooby Doo. Okay. My favorite regular show episode is the zombie movie episode. Yeah, that's a good one too. The one where uh Rigby was scared of the British taxi. Hello, governor. Hello, hello, governor. That shit that cracks me up. That's just funny. The best way for Cartoon Network is to have variety of their shows, like more action oriented shows, and stop canceling good shows. Amen to that. Um, the 80s and 90s were the golden years. 80s golden years, 90s silver age, if that's how you want to count. My wife's favorite episode of regular show was Mordecai and Rigby trying to prank call Benson and Beaton caller. I remember that episode was funny too. I remember that. Funniest Donald Duck moment. Um, I don't know. I love Donald. I love him more than I like Mickey. I think currently the probably best moment of Donald was the finale of the first season of the new Ducktales, where he had got this mechanical device stuck in his throat, so he was talking and you could clearly hear what he was saying. It was hilarious. I was like, oh my god, this is what it was implying. This is what Donald Duck would sound like if he wasn't, like his usual voice. It was hilarious. The season one finale of Ducktales was really good. I really enjoyed that. I love what they did with Magica in that. I was like, yeah, they made Magica a really big deal instead of her just being kind of like the the villain of the week or something like that. It was really good. Um, they did a really good job on that reboot. I was impressed. Um, Hasbro owns my pet monster now since they brought Saban's. Probably, I'm hoping for a new animated show. Oh wow, yeah, I think you told me about that before. Uh, Speaking of Hanna Barbera, I loved the Birdman cartoon when I was a kid. We talking about the old school stuff, right? Because I don't care for Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I don't care for that Harvey Birdman stuff. If we're talking about the old school cartoons that my dad grew up watching, like the Herculoids and Mitor and Birdman and Space Ghost and the Galaxy Trio, Young Samson, Frankenstein Jr. I can keep going on with those. Yeah, I love those. Those are fun. The only thing I did not like especially with Birdman, is how much he monologued to himself. It was unbelievable how much monologue he did. Everybody's saying hi, monster. Uh, uh, let's see. Um, uh, Amitron says I'm a Space Go kid. I wouldn't mind a reboot, kind of a up to date Space Ghost cartoon on Netflix or so, like they doing for Shira and Voltron. Did you watch the Teen Titans 2003 cartoon? Yes, I watched it. Um, there were certain episodes I loved. Then there were just times I didn't like the. Sometimes where they went too anime-ish, like jokey jokey. When it was serious, those are the episodes. Anytime Deathstroke was on it, I loved it. Those are the ones I loved. I also boycotted First Class for calling it First Class and not using the actual First Class. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hate the First Class movie, but my problem with it is that movie just fucked up the first movie. Because if you go back and watch the first movie, and excuse my language, remember when Professor Xavier is with Wolverine and he's talking about the school? What did he say? Yeah, he said literally, he said, Jean, Cyclops, and Storm were some of my first students. In that first movie, we didn't see Storm, and then we didn't get knowing that Beast wasn't a part of it until like the third movie, where uh, Kelsey Grammer, and I thought Kelsey Grammer was a good Beast. But yeah, and the fact that you made Mystique, I'm tired of trying to make Mystique into some heroic figure. She wouldn't be heroic if her life depended on it. And I get so sick of that. And I'm not a big fan of Jennifer Lawrence. I'm not, and and I didn't care for her as that character. And the fact, here's also my problem with it, is once again how she played that character contradicts how Rebecca Romaine played the character. Because remember that scene where she was with her son in the second movie, and Nightcrawler is telling her, like, you know, they say you can shapeshift and all that. Why don't just you stay in disguise all the time, you know? And what did she say? Because we shouldn't have to. Because she was proud to be who she is, right? And then she said that in the first movie, you know, to Beast, mutant and proud. If she was so proud of being what she looked like, she wouldn't be in disguise all the time. And that's just in general because of the fact that Jennifer Lawrence, I guess, didn't want to do it all the time. So it's like, you know what? Get another actress that won't mind being in that makeup all the time and don't have to be in disguise all the time. No. So I can understand your concern about that. The Fox's X Men movies were basically Wolverine and his amazing friends. Yeah, they really took advantage of Wolverine in some way. Don't get me wrong, Hugh Jackman did the best he could with that character for 17 years, and I applaud him for that. But it's the X Men movies, still centered around Wolverine. Look at all of them. They did. I like Wolverine too, but it's centered around him all the time. Speaking of, I want Spider-Man as Amazing Friend to be an ongoing title. That would be cool. I would love to see Marvel do that. They keep doing like special issues from, where we get the trio back together. That's great, but personally, okay, if they do it, cancel one of the Spider-Man books. Like cancel that, the Deadpool Spider-Man. Cancel that, and then do that. Don't have like four Spider-Man books out. Don't do that again. They did that in the '90s, but I collected all of them. I'm such a fanboy. Okay, next up, Shadow Guy for you. Lately, I've been reading George Perez Wolfman's run on Teen Titans, and man, good stuff. My era, my run of Teen Titans. Too sweet for that. Too sweet. There you go. Um, that is the quintessential Teen Titan run that everybody needs to read. If you want to know why you fell in love with those characters like Cyborg and Raven and Corey and Donna Troy, that's the run you read. Jeff Johns did his thing too. He took presents from their run, but lately the Teen Titans books I'm not really feeling them. Uh, okay, I agree about the first class as well as for the Wolverine. As for Wolverine, I put him in Alpha Flight, the X Men. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Alpha Flight. I would love the MCU give Alpha Flight a shot. That'd be great. See him Puck and Sasquatch. Sasquatch would be great because you could tie him into Bruce, because Sasquatch, he's not a mutant. He's kind of like a gamma radiated Sasquatch, like the Hulk. So you could tie. Perfect, Ken. Very good. Let's see. Nathan, are you still are you still not liking Becky as a so-called heel? I'm hearing she's making steps to dial it back a bit, but she's not a heel. She's fine. She's basically Stone Cold, which I'm liking. I'm liking her because she's cutting it deep. Becky has legit acting lessons, so you could see her acting lessons are paying off for her really well. She's doing a great job, and sometimes she but she comes up with legitimacy. Is great. Um, let me see. Okay, Duchess here. Yes, I'm very open about being trans since I had very supportive parents. Fortunately, my parents originally named me Lynn Jesse, so I didn't need to change the name. Well, you know what? Props to you, Mrs. Props to you, Duchess, because I applaud you for being open about it. Everybody knows, if you know me, if your husband knows, he knows that I'm not. I don't about that. I'm very open myself in certain aspects to my pack. So yeah, very very thank you for that. I appreciate that. Have you ever listened to any Eric Clapton? Yeah, I've listened to a few. My mom was a big Eric Clapton fan as well. My late mother, so of course, like I said, all types of music was playing in my household when I was a kid. My mom had different eras, like I said, from the 60s, the 70s, 80s, stuff like that. She had all that music playing. So I fell in love with a lot of music from different eras, you know. And the gooder forgot to tell me until after we were married. Then again, we're both so it's not as if it was a big deal. Hey, it's okay. Um, don't you like the Disney version of Hercules? Yeah, but that's Disney. I ain't they're not gonna go really too hard with in terms of their characters like with problems. Disney's Hercules felt like Superman in a sense, like being different, being scared, being different, yada yada yada, trying to figure out where he belongs, and then he found his place, So yeah, that's why I didn't add him because all Disney's Hercules was Superman, and don't get me wrong, I love that movie, but I don't think I need to see a Disney Hercules live action Hercules movie. I don't need to see it. I'm trying. My reaction when Lynn told me she was trans is a yes or no to is a yes to no to pizza. Okay. I like that. Oh, yeah, hey, pizza. That's my food. That's my brain food. Yes, I'm a turtles guy. So, but I didn't need the turtles to tell me how much I love pizza. So, and yes, I like pineapple on my pizza. Don't give me that bullshit about the pineapple's wrong on pizza. It's actually good. Pineapples and sausage. Don't eat it all the time, but I like it. When when you get, are we gonna go back to the fantasy? Yes, I am. I will do the fantasy fights again. Green screen and everything. Ken, don't worry. I didn't think to tell him since my parents talked about it in a deep before, so I assumed he knew. Ah, okay. Okay. Nathan, when I first heard that they were making Alan Scott gay, I was furious because there was no hints of him being as a gay man over the years. Though when I heard it was for Trinity, then I was fine with it. Um, yeah, the thing about New 52 was or 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 the book because Earth 2 because that's what he was on. Earth 2, Alan Scott, New 52. I was like, well, okay, it's okay. Will always remember Alan Scott, father to Jade and Obsidian. And the way I looked at a lot of the New 52 stuff was like, this is just a different universe. This is not, no. But like I was fine with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with Iceman. Bobby is one of my favorite X-Men. I'm cool with it, but I get tired of people saying that there was always hints of him being gay. No, there wasn't. There was no hints of him being gay, and the fact that Marvel just did that. Bendis did that, wrote that. I'm just like, where did that come from? Let's see. Let's see. I saw Christopher Robins with my brother on Monday, and we loved it so far. It's favorite movie of the year. I didn't see Christopher Robins, and I love Winnie the Pooh. I'm a Tigger guy, but I've heard people talk about it. It was really good. Um, some people were telling me that they should do that more, like have an older, maybe meet their childhood or something like that. Okay, there we go. See, your wife knows Omnitron. She knows. Which comic movie do you think have not aged well? Comic movies. Spawn, for real. Spawn has not aged well. Um, Spawn. Um, as much as I love it, uh, no, as much as I love the character, the Phantom movie, as much as I love the Shadow, I have to put them in it. But I love it. That's good cheese. Um, um, no, Blade still holds up. Blade still holds up. I definitely would say the Spawn for real. The Spawn, God, that looks so bad now. Um, oh, that's nice to know, Charles, but I don't like him. Don Messick is my Scooby. Okay, Shadow Goth? Who would you like to see write a Captain Planet and a Planeteers comic? Gail Simone. Sorry, I love Gail. Sorry. Okay. Sh- Show hands. Okay, people talking pizza. Okay, damn it, I'm missing everything. Okay, okay, slow down, guys, a little bit so I can catch up. Okay, matter of fact, let me catch up to you guys because now you're writing too fast. Now I can't keep up. I'm trying to keep up. Show hands. Who else would want a adaptation of Italian Donald Duck comics where Donald? Oh, yeah, I've read a little bit of those. Those are cool. The new Ducktales is good. That's from Asia. Sinquan, would you like to see a new Street Fighter cartoon or anime to, alongside characters from Final Fight EX characters? Only if it's anime. I'm not doing a cartoon. Um, Shadow Nova. Are you ready for Spider-Man PS4? Hell yeah. They already announced one of the DLCs. Black Cat. Yeah. Okay. Steven Balger. I remember that in Dude Teen Titans No the kid named Carlos hated X-Men and you're not happy about it. Yeah. He said I don't like Spider-Man, I don't like Deadpool and all that. I don't like X-Men and I was gonna break his face. Out of all the X Men movies, I personally think Days of Future Past is underrated. Days of Future Past is good. Days of Future Past is good. They tried to make up mistakes that they did it. Like I said, guys, I'm still seeing question. Let me catch up. Okay, um, slow down real quick. Okay, do you think Amitron? Do you think Marvel didn't didn't buy out? They could be a big three with Malibu being a top competitor with Marvel and DC. Maybe I still think Marvel needs to bring Malibu back, like bring those characters back, reinvent those characters like they doing with DC is doing with the milestone characters. Yeah, that'd be great. Um, I want to see Amazing Friends where it's Mary Jane and Peter renting out rooms to and buy. That'd be funny. Okay. Mirage Leonardo, how would you do a Telltale Spider-Man game if they had the chance? I don't know. I don't know about Spider-Man with Telltales. If I don't even if Telltales does another Marvel, do Daredevil. They did. I meant underrated because it's not talked about. No, yeah, but you got to. I understand that, but when you use that word underrated, there's so many meanings for that. You got to be careful when you use that. My choice for Mystique would be Kate Beck. Oh my God, Kate Beckinsale. I, man, she makes my. Never mind. I keep that to myself. Kate Beckinsale. I still want her to be Spider Woman. Okay, regardless of the X Men films, we're excited. Most of them, Logan. Okay, and wife says an Alpha Flight movie would mostly be people going sorry and a. I get it. No offense to any Canadians. I love Canada. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Mm, okay. Best. Okay. Don't lie. Should. Yeah. I'm. Oh yeah. I've been waiting for a long time to see where I'm going in the sunshine. Your love. Okay, Disney's Hercules was basically Superman mixed with Rocky. Yep. Disney's is basically Goku, even more like Superman. Uh, Favorite animated Batman film? Mine is Under the Red Hood. Good one. But I'm definitely gonna say Master of the Phantasm. Master of the Phantasm. Uh, Disney Heroes also had a little bit of Thor in it, even though yeah, a little bit. Yeah, the only thing different that the Disney's Hercules didn't do was show how promiscuous Zeus truly is, and the reason why Hera is like the way she is because of his boykin. Every mortal he can get is Zeus is the biggest player there is. Let's be honest. Um, what was your reaction when Charlotte won the this year's? That was my reaction. Fuck that. Um, I was listening to a wrestling podcast and I didn't think about it until then. The person mentioned in on the show, but does it does it does Alicia does but doesn't Alicia Alexa Bliss sound like a porn? Alexa Bliss sounds like a porn name. I gotta be careful when. Okay, shut up, shut up. I gotta be careful when I say Alexa because my my fire picks it up and she'll ask what do I need, so I gotta be careful. Uh, but yeah, I'm trying. My favorite pizza has no room for pineapple because I prefer me. Okay, Little Caesars started a limited time 5 meat and I'm loving it. I gotta cut my cousin. He hates Little Caesars. uh, let's see. Pineapple doesn't work on pizza. I've tried it. It's good. Possibly my second since pepperoni. My favorite topping on pizzas, guys, will always go. It'll always be pepperoni, and I'll throw the extra cheese on that, and boom, there you go. Have you ever? Have any of you ever seen or reading Immortal Hulk? Have it, and it's really good. Love it. I'm loving Immortal Hulk. I'm loving it. Immortal Hulk is great. That is a great, great, great series. Al Ewing is doing a great job with that. Um, okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, wait. The Duchess had something to say. Here, and I hate any character who suddenly turns gay despite no evidence. It is, if it is a character who has never shown any romantic leanings, no way or any another, then that's fine. Yeah, exactly. I understand you perfectly. That's how I feel, and that's how I feel about Bobby being gay. Because it's like, where the hell this come from? After 50 years, this character's been around. He's had relationships. He's always been there, but also now their future, their past selves come from the past, and Gene says, "But you're gay." Like what? Where'd that come from? Uh, and then older Bobby admits it that he's gay, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Shadow Nova. How do you feel about the Power Rangers comics? I love them. I'm behind on them. Thoughts on the live action Mulan film? I'm looking for. Mulan was probably one of the few Disney movies I wanted to see a live action version of, and we're gonna get it. The original idea for Blade characterization in the movie was that he was going to be a jive talking shaft like character who was also um well you I well you got it. Well, no, because even when Blade first came out, he didn't talk a lot of jive. He didn't talk all that. I can never see them putting Blade in his original costume, his original look. If they did that in the MCU just as a wink, like, hey, kind of like they did on, remember on Luke Cage, they had him and he was just like, you got to be out of your damn mind when he was in his original tiara and yeah. So that'd be funny. I still, I still have to see both the Phantom and the. You've never seen the Phantom and the Shadow movie? They both came out in '94. Alec Baldwin played the Shadow, and oh God, what is his name? I'm forgetting his name. Who played Kit Walker, the Phantom? Fuck. Um, uh, Alexa, who played the Phantom?
The Phantom of the Opera was played by Robert Englund, Julian Sands, Gerard Butler, Troy Baker, and Lon Chaney.
I didn't mean the Phantom of the Opera. I meant, no, you dummy. Never mind. I'll remember it when I want to. But yeah, they both came out '94. There you go. Somebody answered, help Charles, tell him who played the Phantom, because I'm bugging out. And Lexa don't want to answer me right. Okay, Marion, do you think that in the new God of War game, Kratos might die? And no, he didn't die. He didn't die. He's fine. Okay. Do you think Red Skull returned? Yes, indeed. Um, Red Skull is Marvel has plans for the Red Skull, so yeah, and that was a great secret to keep. I love that. Chris, what are your thoughts on Jeff Johns' Shadow Hawkman? I'm not reading it. I like Hawkman. I'm not the biggest Hawkman fan. I respect the character, but I'm not the big. My friend Destiny was a huge fan of her. My ex, she was a huge fan of his. Excuse me. It's cool to see Hawk Girl back on the Justice League now with meta wings. She has meta wings instead of feather wings. You know, how would you rank the Netflix Marvel series in order from best to worst? This is from the West. For me, it goes Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. And well, and I guess the Defenders you want to, but that's not a series. That was just a special. But yeah, you could put it there. So yeah, that still go that way. But I'm hearing good things about Iron Fist season 2, so thank you. Uh, AJ, some people might say it doesn't age, but I still love Batman '89. I remember my dad took me to see that. So yeah, that's good. I'm still talking about Scooby Doo. Okay, Telltale Punisher. Come on, we all know. That's another one I do. I do a Telltale Punisher. Could feel like kind of like if you ever played The Wolf Among Us. I just finished that series, that one, and I loved it. So I can't wait to season 2 of that. I'm almost finished Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy. Finished all the Batmans. Um, I think they also did Back to the Future. I haven't finished the Back to the Future one yet either. Um, who has the worst death in Marvel Netflix shows? Um, the worst? Uh, mm, I don't know. I don't look at deaths like that. I really don't. Telltale's Deadpool. Oh, I guess a Daredevil Telltale game would be amazing. Yeah, Telltale's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That'd be cool. Like any deaths in comics that made you cry, of course. When I started reading, when I got into comics when I was 10, I read some of the older stuff before that. I remember rereading Gwen Stacy's death, that made me cry. When Aunt May died the first time, that made me cry. The last death that actually made me cry, um, I think Nightcrawler's definitely made me cry. Um, Nightcrawler, Wolverine's supposed death got me this close to crying. The latest thing to make me cry, like literally shed tears, was the return of the FF when Reed put that four sign in the sky, and that got me. I got teared up on that one. I love Michael Keaton as Batman. George Clooney sucks. Everybody says that. He's apologized for it. Laughing out loud. Okay, I think I'm caught up. No, I'm not. Damn it. Okay, Billy Zane. Thank you, people who's saying that. Thank you very much. Okay. Um, do you want Hades in a Wonder Woman movie? Okay, here's the characters I want in a Wonder Woman movie. I wanted Cheetah. I knew we're getting Cheetah. I still feel that I want Cersei's. That's who I want. I don't know how you would do Giganta because they haven't even introduced the gorillas. So it is what it is. Um, what's on those VHS tapes behind you? Do you even have a VH? What what VHS tapes? Those are right there. Oh, up there. Oh, okay. Well, some of them are movies that never came out on DVD or Blu-ray. Yes, I do have a VHS. Um, the Street Fighter Two movie, the Spawn HBO series, the Fatal Fury movies, the second Yu Yu Hakusho movie, some Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball Z movies. Um, these are bootlegs when I remember when they used to just sell them on the street. Five for a dollar for five for 10. So that's the BoJack movie, the 12th movie, and the fourth movie. Um, some of these movies, like I said, are movies that never came out, like the Cherokee Kid and Firewalker, stuff like that. And the other stuff is DVD box sets. Angel, Baywatch, The Cosby Show. Yes, I still watch The Cosby Show. Fuck whatever y'all say about that. Um, no, I apologize for that one. Friends, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, Knight Rider, Quantum Leap, stuff like that. But I do have VHSs. A lot of them have cartoons on them, old cartoons. So yeah. Okay. In Spider-Man PS4, the Spider-Man Noir costume makes it impossible for enemies to call for backup, and it turns black. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Um, do you think the other child of Loki, like Hela, will show up in the new God of War series? I don't know, because it was said that they um Thor. They said that Kratos' son was going to be called Loki, and so it's pretty funny. I miss VHS days. Let's see, Kilmer, Johnny Storm should be gay. He's flame. That's not nice. Don't say that. Billy Zane, thank you very much. I thought any thoughts on Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Lobo? I'm cool with it. Didn't he play the comedian in you know Watchmen? So bulk up a little bit more like that, and I guess she could play the main man. Alexa, why did the chicken cross the road?
Perhaps the chicken saw some tasty corn?
Okay. I had to. I had to ask her. Billy Zane was that. I'm sure. I still say Marvel MCU Luke Cage needs to wear more yellow shirts. Even explain why he keeps wearing yellow. He brought an entire box of them cheap since he keeps running. Yeah, I would do that. That'd be funny. Billy's. Thank you. What movies? Okay, you guys can start asking questions again. I'm caught up pretty much. What movie do you know is not great, but you don't think it's as bad as a lot of people make it out to be? I say Fantastic Four or five. I don't mind the Fantastic Four movie, that 2005. I didn't mind that at all. I just didn't like some of the casting. I didn't like Jessica Alba's Sue because she was just eye candy. Like, okay. For me, I would probably have to say I gotta go with Jurassic Park 3. I don't understand people's hate for that movie. I like it. I don't understand. Because once I got on the internet, once I got a computer, and that's when me and Malcolm, my brother, started to see all this hate for Jurassic Park 3. I don't. I don't hate it. Would you like to see a Monster Island show up in the MonsterVerse? We probably are going to see that. The way they're doing the Monster Island, or just in general, just I don't know, because we got to see how they're doing it right now. The way they're playing off the kaiju's in this new Godzilla world is they're like gods. So, and I love that. That's cool. I got no problem with that. What the hell? Okay. I don't know if you saw my question, but what was your action when Charlotte won? I did. I just did it. That's why I didn't make no sound. I rank Iron Fist over Jessica Jones and Punisher. I knew I was missing that Punisher. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's over. So it would be Daredevil, Luke Cage, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist. There you go. I'm not really considering the Defenders a series because it's not. It. I don't. There's no plan of doing another one yet. Um, well, my Fenara turned out tonight and got an early day tomorrow. It's night. I was. Uh, thank you, guys. It was nice meeting you, um, Lynn. Nice meeting you. My man didn't oversell you. Thank you. I'm glad he didn't. Shadow Nova. Have you read the Power Rangers? Yeah, I said yeah, I did. Okay, the dude who got his head shut in the car door by was yes, now I get it. What you're talking about? Yeah, that was worse. Or the guy who got his eyes punctured by yeah, that was worse too. Still have to see season 2 of Luke Cage, season 2 of Jessica Jones, and season 1 of Punished. There's only one season of Punisher. Season 2 is not finished wrapping up yet. Man, have you ever read the comics about the Pope era heroes that Dynamite? I'm thinking. Have you read the new comics about the Pope era heroes that Dynamite? I'm thinking about checking them out. Of course I have. Dynamite is one of my favorite indie companies, so I'm always reading that. Um, what the? Hold on. I don't know what the hell that is. Get out. I got some. Weirdo message. Hold on. No, matter of fact, get out of here. Remove that. I'm gonna import it. I'm gonna import that. I want to get into Ninjak, Exo Man of War. Who else can I get into from Valiant that I don't know? Shadow Man, Bloodshot. Looking forward to the movie for Bloodshot. There's Faith. She's a good character. Things like that. The 1998 Spawn anime series is all changed. You did a good job. Yeah. Favorite fitness model or regular female model? I don't. Well, one of them. Oh, Jesus Christ. I. There's too many. There's too many. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Don't put me involved in that. I'm not. I have to rewatch. No. I read Dan Slott's Fantastic Four comic, and that is one hell of a way to bring back before. Yes, it was. Things getting married. I don't think the 2007 CGI anime movie isn't that bad. The 2007 animated Turtles movie is great. That's fine. I got no problem with that. I don't care about the base stuff like that. Favorite incarnation of the Shredder. Uh, were we talking movies or there's too many. I love the first movie Shredder. I love the animated versions of the Shredder. You know, so we're good. Um, what the hell is this? Like, I'm gonna. Oh my god. What do you think about the Undertaker and Shawn Michaels segment in this past? Scary. I don't know if they're trying to hint that Shawn may come back for a match. I, I don't. Shawn doesn't need to come back for a match. He doesn't. Yeah, everybody see people are seeing that message. You saw that YouTube whatever. Those are fake. Like don't listen to that. W turning Braun heel was stupid. Yeah, I at first I was like, okay, he's just doing that to get payback on the Shield. What they did to him. Okay, but yeah, he's a straight up heel now, back to being a heel, and I'm like, why, why? It's stupid. Let's see. Chris, are you going to Comic Con? Yes, I am going to Comic Con. Look, here's my two passes. There you go. Um, yeah, it was stupid. You know, it was, and I think they're seeing errors of some of them seeing errors. Like, first of all, when they were initially going to turn Becky heel, I clearly said nobody is gonna boo this girl. Nobody's gonna boo her. She's gonna get the same kind of treatment that Steve Austin got when he turned back at WrestleMania 17. And initially, nobody booed him. Nobody was going to until they put him with Triple H. But still, it was like nobody's going to boo this man. Nobody's going to boo this. She's a natural babyface that got herself over. Her legitimate gripe with Charlotte is pretty much her. What all of us have a gripe with. It's like she got thrown into the match. She should have. What did she earn? Nothing. Nothing. She beat Carmella. What the fucking do? You know? But it didn't match. She shouldn't have gotten a match. A title match. Whatever. Um, have you ever thought about doing reaction videos after each episode of Marvel shows you watch? You could give your thoughts on each episode and guess where it's going. I've talked. People have asked me to do that, like pop those up, but I don't know because when I watch the Marvel shows, I'm watching them that night, almost like early in the morning. So it's like I'm binge watching like 7 episodes right there, and then I'll watch the next five in that early morning. So, um, have you watched the first episode of London? It was great. Is that Tyrone's show? I have not watched it yet. People have been asking me you should watch it. I haven't watched it yet. How would you predict the future of gaming? Uh, keep doing what they're doing, bringing back what we want, and you're good. You're golden. Speaking of gaming, Metal Gear Solid celebrated its 20th anniversary, I believe. Congratulations to Kojima-san's baby. Um, what do you think an upcoming movie is gonna? Besides, what do you think about the upcoming is gonna be out? Besides, well, there's the Spider-Man. Um, there's Captain Marvel. Um, Black Panther. Uh, hopefully they'll announce some more. Uh, most painful looking wrestling injury you've ever seen. Uh, that I've seen. Sid uh, jumping. He broke his leg. His leg just. I don't know. I'm not. No, that's enough. That just creeps me out just thinking about it. Okay, I was just at a Comic Con here in North Carolina. My brother. What the fuck? Okay, my brother geeked out over meeting the original Green Pop Pink Ranger. Dope. That's cool. Muscle pose. What the hell? Okay, got people. Okay. Do you think this Charlotte Becky feud is going to last until WrestleMania? I don't know. Because I know because WWE can't do that. They cannot do long term feuds for long. They can't do it. They don't got that. They don't got it in them to do that anymore. Um, yes, that is Tyron Magner's show. Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it. That's my mentor. What are your thoughts on being traded? Oh, Khalid Mack happens. I can't. I'm hearing that the next general council will be its last. Okay. Who's your favorite actor in of the MCU? Chris Evans. Yep. Chris Evans is my favorite actor. Um, Chris Evans is my favorite actor of the MCU. Let's leave that on Booker Eva. Okay. What do we got next? Which game would you like to see get the same remastered treatment like Crash? Hmm, Legends of Kane would be good. Yeah, those are some of them. Yeah, let me guess. Yeah. What was your favorite WWE heavy heavyweight championship match from the Triple H Reign of Terror era? Ah, God, I don't know because I don't really have a favorite match during that time with him as champion. Devin, I don't. I met Mick Foley, Ralph Macchio, and Trish Stratus and Kane. The mayor. You met the mayor? That's cool. Mick Foley. I've never met Mick Foley. You met the Karate Kid? Never met Trish either. Um, Chris Pratt is good. I give Chris Pratt. He's the different Star Lord. I wonder. It makes me wonder how he would play Star Lord, the real Star Lord that came out before. You know. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see him play the serious Star Lord, the one we saw in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That Star Lord, I would love to see that because I think he could do it. I think he can. I think he can. Do you think streaming services will be the future of TV? Some people ask me that all the time. Indeed. I'm sure you guys heard the news about who's playing the Chief. The Chief in the Doom Patrol series, former James Bond Timothy Dalton. That's a big name right there. I gotta give them credit for that. That's a big name. That Timothy. Not only first of all, first y'all announced Brendan Fraser is playing Robot Man. Now you're saying Timothy Dalton is playing the Chief. Timothy Dalton is kind of a hard actor to nail down for roles. He's very choosy about what he does, and that's big. I'll admit that. Um, Favorite Netflix villains. Um, yeah, I'll definitely put Kingpin up there. Definitely Kilgrave. I like Cottonmouth. He was a good villain. I liked him. Um, so yeah, those are definitely two. Those are three. I should say. Let's see. All right. Hey Chris, did you see that Miss Marvel costume also is made of the scrolls look like Piccolo's costume from? No, I didn't. I don't look at it like that. Nope. I'd rather not. I saw people put posts like that. Keep keep that crappy movie from them. No. But I did see everything like that. It's great. Um, all right, guys, get your last questions down packed. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Wrap this up in a little bit. Good to see Mr. Frazier still getting work. Yeah, he's been getting a lot of work of late. You know, he's got a couple of Netflix. He was on a Showtime show, the Showtime show, The Affair. He's on the FX show. I forgot the name of it, but yeah, he's getting a lot of work. A lot of this has come from he has some marital stuff with legal stuff that's been messing with him. But yeah, he's been work. Um, have you read what happened to Star Lord in Infinity? Yeah, I did. Yep, he's dead. And you know who killed him? Gamora. Gamora killed Star Lord. Gamora killed Thanos. She has this weapon that she stole from Asgard. This sword. She walked up behind Thanos and then she did it to Star Lord. Yeah, yeah, I know. And do you like the idea of Jamie Foxx's Spawn? I'm willing to give him a chance, and I'm willing to give him a chance. Um, I saw some people on Twitter saying Dave Bautista wasn't anything until Guardians, and I'm like, what are you talking? That's stupid to say because he was a WWE wrestler. Prior to he had some acting roles, but most of these movies were like straight to like HBO movies and stuff like that. And he had one MMA fight, but other than that, yeah, he's always been grateful for getting the role of Drax. Don't get it twisted. When he got that role, he cried. He actually cried. He actually cried because he worked hard at it. So yeah, but if he leaves, hey, did you ever play Mortal Kombat versus DCU? A little bit. I didn't like it. Um, and we're gonna end it with that. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna end it right here, guys. We're gonna end it right once again. Thank I want to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying the time. Don't forget, guys. I will be back. Um, I will be back. Second open mic will be where I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna give you all a date right now, so you guys will remember or so. Um, Final week of September, so it'll be the 26th or the 27th of September. Remember, guys, I do um, two open mic Q&As for a month. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for coming out. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your week. For all those who are getting the Spider-Man PS4 game, don't ruin it for me, but enjoy it. Have fun. Because I will be streaming gameplay of that, so you will be seeing that. Other than that, guys, you guys take care. This is your Alpha.
Peace.